Everybody, it's Patrick Houston from Houston's Home Automation. And lately I haven't been doing a lot of videos, mainly because I've been putting my thoughts on other studies. But I wanted to give you guys an update, sort of a POV update of what my smart home is now in 2026. Now, I stopped doing home automation as a business because I really am against technology that has that built-in obsolescence. And for that, since I sell technology to lower income people, it's just not a good idea for me to make that a business model when I'll lose support for the product and thus not being able to help my clientele. So that just wasn't a really good business model. But I still do some offhand installs, and I do mainly consulting work mainly to my family and friends, just to see to it that they are able to get that subscription-free smart home / home surveillance experience that I've been able to enjoy. So that's what this is about. I'm going to give you a quick POV tour of my smart home. My smart home is basically mainly comprised of, I want to say about 65% SmartThings devices, Samsung / SmartThings devices, about 20% Alexa, and about 2%, 65, 20, and about 15% sort of unbranded. I call these Tuya products, or the Chinese makers. So we'll start with the outside. So starting outside, I went back to a Ring camera. I used to have a Wyze doorbell camera out here, but Ring integrates with my refrigerator, so it's a little bit easier to flow through the house with the Ring doorbell camera than it is the Wyze camera. I don't have a subscription on it, and I don't plan to get a subscription on it. It's just there so I can see things on my screens, which I'll show you in a bit. But I do have a Wyze camera up here. This is just a Wyzecam V3 hooked up to my porch light. That's a Zigbee bulb. I forget what brand it is, but that's the Zigbee bulb that runs off of SmartThings. And all this does is just look straight down at my stoop for when I get Amazon packages, and that is on a subscription. Wyze does have a subscription where you can see a package and it can notify you that it is a package there and not just motion. A little bit further down, I have this Wyzecam Pan V4 that I've been testing. This is a 4K camera. This is Wyze's first 4K camera, and they made it a pan tilt design. And so far it's been pretty rock solid. I haven't had any issues with it. It's just I wish, I don't know, when it hits the home, when you preset the waypoints, I wish it would follow its subject for a little bit longer than 10 seconds before going back to the original waypoint. But besides that, it's been rock solid. Up top here, I still have my Wyze Floodlight Cam Pro. That's a 2K floodlight cam with I can't remember how many lumens those spotlights are. They are super bright. This camera has been rock solid, and I can see everything. I can see my tiny dog in great definition from 12 feet up in the air. So they're great cameras. And I also have a second one guarding the back door and the parking spaces. In my shed, I have a Wyzecam Battery Pro. It has a light, it has a battery that lasts about 3 months, and it's a perfect place for a shed since there's not much motion in this shed. So it'll save on battery, and I only have to charge it maybe, again, every 2 or 3 months. And if I need to, I could put a solar panel on it and never have to worry about it again. So this is my hot box. Inside the hot box is my bootleg EV charger that I monitor in case any water gets in. So I have a Samsung SmartThings motion sensor, and there's another one, not a motion sensor, this is a water leak sensor which monitors this. And if I do get, if this does sense water leaks, I can just turn off the power to protect the cord charger from surges. Still the same smart locks in the back, Z-Wave powered smart locks that also run off the SmartThings platform. These have been rock solid. I have 2 of them on the front and back doors. I don't even use the code. They're geotagged to my phone, mine and my wife's phone. So all we have to do is just simply walk up to the door and the doors will unlock for us. Get back, boy. There are a lot of SmartThings sensors like these around. The only problem with these is the batteries are very weak. They only last about 3 to 4 months at a time. So I'm constantly changing these out. But you can get about 20 on Amazon for about $10, so it's not a big deal. Inside the bathroom, the washroom, there is that's a Kasa smart switch with a motion sensor. It's been rock solid. It's never fallen offline. I put it in 4 years ago and I completely forgot that I have it. Next to it, I have the almighty Echo, I think it's called the Echo Flex, which is the best Amazon speaker that they ever came out with. On top of it is a third reality accessory, which is just a clock and or timer. Alexa, set a timer for 3 seconds.
3-second timer started.
So that's what that does. Inside the laundry room, I have a Z-Wave smoke detector that is hooked up to every TV and in the stove and me and my wife's phone. So if it does detect any carbon monoxide or smoke, we will be immediately alerted, of course, via the sound of it and by our phones. There is a Echo, I forgot what that is. It's Echo Dot 3rd gen, 4th gen, something like that. That also doubles as an Eero Wi-Fi extender. And also I have just a Ring camera that I was able to find at a thrift store for like $10. I just kind of have it there that acts as a motion sensor in case the motion sensor over here dies. And this is a smart faucet by Moen. It has controls. I can stop the water. That should stop it.
Stopping kitchen faucet.
And it has, you can do presets and you can pre-measure things. It's a decent piece of tech. I did have some problems with it in the beginning, but it's been pretty good ever since. Of course, an Echo Show 8 just around in the kitchen. I run a Z Fold 4 and a Samsung Tab S9 Ultra. This basically runs as like a de facto dashboard for my smart home, and everything else that I use it for is just around the house computer. And of course, the Samsung refrigerator is going on 9 years strong, error-free, problem-free. This is why I got that. This is why I went back to the Ring camera, because that syncs in with the phone, and it gives you, not only can you see the doorbell from the refrigerator, but you can also do recordings just like this here. You just saw me a couple of minutes ago. So starting outside, I went back to a Ring out here, but Ring integrates with my... So I keep these smart plugs on the media center, like the sound bars and the TVs, because these TVs, these subwoofers, they take up huge wattage. Right now, this is running at about 300 watts. So I put smart outlets on things that are high draw appliances, so that when me and my wife leave, these things turn off, which saves my electric bill. And again, you put these on high draw appliances. I have this just on my microwave just to measure it, to see how much these appliances like this cost. It's an interesting experiment to do. I encourage you to do it for $15 for a smart outlet. Right now we're in transition. This is transitioning from our office into a full-scale gym/dining room. It used to be that the lights would react to the things that you were doing. So if you were, say, sitting in that chair, I tend to sit in this chair to study the Bible in the morning. What ends up happening is if I touch that chair, so when I sit down in that chair, that light comes on and that light ceiling light comes on so I can study my Bible. I should mention that all throughout the house, there are smart buttons that are sort of tied to lights just to tweak for the optimum setting in case the lights don't quite get it right. Upstairs, I still have my old school smart motion sensor that controls the hallway lights. The batteries for these last about 2 years under normal use, but they're a weird battery. It's called a CR4 battery, so they're a little bit hard to get. Oh, and you know what? Before I forget, inside the closet is also a motion sensor, so the lights come on in the closet when somebody's there. They should come on nice and bright because of that motion sensor right there. It also brightens up this light to brighten up that closet when you're in there. And the idea is to, when you're putting on your shoes, you want to have a nice light right here. So I just thought that would be a good idea. That also runs, it's about 4 or 5 watt smart lights. So they're really cheap and easy to assemble. I just kind of threw it in there and it works great. And upstairs, for the sake of privacy, I won't show you all the rooms. They all have their individual smart home tech in it. I'm just showing you this. This is the Ring Chime Pro, which has that nice floor light, as you can see. And this is a nice loud chime, so we can hear it upstairs if we get a delivery or something like that. And they'll show up on the various Amazon TV Fire Sticks that we have and Samsung TVs that we have in our room as a notifier, so we can see them right from the TV screen. And last but not least, the brains of the operation, just the same trio that we have. That's been here for years now. We have the Eero Pro 6. This is a Wi-Fi 6 mesh Wi-Fi router. There are 3 of these around the house. Then I have a Philips Hue system, which I use for some Philips Hue bulbs that I got from eBay a long time ago. Then, of course, the good old SmartThings V3 hub that runs the entire house. And, of course, one more.
Monday is bathroom cleaning day. Yahoo! You've got this.
And, of course, I have an Echo Ball. I forgot the name of it again. 3rd generation Echo. And the bathroom. And that's pretty much my smart house. Wait, I got one more thing I wanted to show you. Close office blind. Bixby, close office blind. And last but not least, I have this. This is the switch spot blind tilt motor. I have this on both windows, and all it does is just open and close the blinds according to the light levels that it sees on its solar panel back there. They're very efficient. I don't do much work to them. As you can see, they're whisper quiet, and they do what they're supposed to do. So anyway, that's my smart home. As you can see, it's more so a smart home that works ambiently. I don't like the idea of these smart homes that you have to use Miss A or Apple or Google to trigger everything, because that's a dumb smart home. You want the smart home to sort of intuitively know where you are in it and what you're doing in it. And you also want that smart home to intuitively have some sort of exterior security, so it can look at packages and it can monitor things for you. And you also want that smart home to monitor your power and your HVAC so that you can be able to save as much green as possible. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. I've been Patrick Houston from Houston's Home Automation, and I'm still here.